Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. So we're going to jump straight in today's video. First, I'm going to give a big shout out to Judidia Mond09, who's the reason why this video is happening. So today's products we're going to be using Cantu, Shea Moisture, Jojoba Oil, and obviously our brushes. So you guys know the iconic afro that I always have. You may see it from my Instagram photos here. So we're just going to be doing that. I'm going to show you step by step what I do to achieve this afro. I like to start off by parting my hair into sections. It's really vital and it's really important for you to part your hair because it makes all the difference. It may not seem like it does, but it really does. So I like to start off by adding water. You always work with damp hair for natural hair so you minimize breakage. And I use the two products together and I'll mix them in together, the Shea Moisture and the Cantu. I'll mix them in together, put that on my hair, and then use my brushes to make sure that there's no tangles or anything. It's really good to get rid of the tangles before you put your hair into the braids or the cornrows because it just makes your life easier after. Depending on which part you want to have will depend on which way you decide to separate your hair. So then I like to start by going in and putting each section into a braid. So I do this by doing a really tight braid, but also making sure to leave space at your hairline so you don't yank out your baby hairs. But you want to make it a tight braid, you want to make it a very small and tight braid, but not too small, easy enough for you to undo it later. At the back, I get lazy. At the back, I just do, again, two corners at the front. This will make sure that the hair sort of droops down so that it's more of like a circular afro than it is like sticking up in the air. Then obviously I like to go through with just my preferred oil to oil my hair and make sure it's nice and moisturized, and then I'll put everything into Bantu knots. So that's how I sleep, and then I'll put on my satin bonnet and call it a night. So the next morning, this is me getting ready for work. I look so tired. The next morning, I obviously like to take off my satin bonnet and begin undoing the braids that I had put in. This is when I realized that my hair is still wet. Obviously, this wasn't enough time for me to allow my hair to dry because I was going to work. So I woke up 6 a.m. in the morning. On a normal day, if I'm going out or going somewhere, I would have had at least 8 hours or so to allow my hair to dry. So I like to undo this and make sure your hair is dry before you undo it, but it still works even if your hair is a bit damp. And then I like to make sure I separate the hair. You do so by sort of teasing it, but not really teasing it. So you make sure that you separate, and you really make sure that you take out all the separations and the lines of demarcation that you left in your hair. A cute afro has no lines of demarcation, so you need to really make sure that you do a lot of fluffing with your hands first before you start fluffing with your pick. And when you fluff with your pick, you do not go from root to tip, you just go at the tips. Your roots, majority of the time, don't need to be fluffed. After going in with my afro comb, I like to go in with my Demon brush. I like to spritz my hair first before I do it. Then I just like to pat my hair. So I'll show you what I'm doing here. Pretty much I'm patting my hair. I'm not brushing my hair, but I'm patting my hair. So you'll be left in the end with this sort of situation where there's a bit of like a halo effect happening, where there's the dense part of your hair and then there's the rest of like the fluffy or the ends. Some people sort of like this look. I like to get rid of this look. So how I like to get rid of the look is by putting your hair away into a satin bonnet or whatever it is you use to tie your hair. Preferably a satin bonnet which is big and can capture humidity. So pretty much the humidity allows those little ends, that little halo around your afro to coil back due to shrinkage, and that'll help sort of diminish the appearance of that little halo effect. This is what it looks like in the end, but obviously a lot better because your hair won't be wet. So that's the end of the video. I hope you guys have liked this video. Make sure to leave a comment down below and like if you like the video, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss a video every time it's posted. I love you guys so much. See you next week. Mwah.